Imagine a liquid so aggressive it can turn solid plastic into liquid soup in seconds. It is a substance you likely keep in your bathroom cabinet, yet it is powerful enough to manufacture high-grade explosives and fuel the components of a rocket. Most people know it by its sharp, stinging scent, the smell of a nail salon. But that smell is actually the vapor of a chemical predator. It is one of the most versatile solvents ever discovered by man. It's inside the windows of the planes you fly in, the gadgets you carry, and, strangely enough, it is currently being manufactured inside your own blood. But how can a simple beauty product be a foundational pillar of modern warfare and human biology? How does a molecule made of just 3 carbon atoms have the power to dissolve the world around it? And why did this single liquid change the course of World War I? Today, we are uncovering what exactly is acetone. At its core, acetone is a ketone. Its chemical signature is C3H6O. To a chemist, that sounds simple. But to the physical world, it is a master key. Acetone is a polar molecule. This means one end carries a negative charge and the other a positive charge. This unique magnetic personality allows it to do something rare. It can mix with water, but it can also bond with oils, fats, and resins. When you use it to remove nail polish, you aren't just cleaning a surface, you are witness to a chemical attack. The acetone molecules swarm the hard polymers of the polish, forcing them to let go and dissolve. It is this universal ability to dissolve almost anything that makes it indispensable to every laboratory on Earth. From crude oil to cordite. Where does this power come from? Today, it is a child of the fossil fuel industry. Through a high-tech nightmare called the Q-mini process, we extract benzene and propylene from crude oil to create the massive amounts of acetone the world demands. But it wasn't always this way. In 1914, the British Empire faced a crisis. They needed acetone to create cordite, a smokeless gunpowder that allowed their navy to fire without being blinded by smoke. Without acetone, the war was lost. The solution didn't come from oil, but from a biologist named Chaim Weizmann. He discovered a way to force bacteria to eat corn and potatoes, and literally excrete acetone as a byproduct. This biological factory didn't just win the war, it proved that we could manipulate nature to create the tools of destruction. The internal alchemy, human biology. But the most shocking place you will find. Acetone isn't in a lab or a bomb, it's inside you. When your body runs out of sugar for energy, during a fast, a low-carb diet, or a medical emergency like diabetes, your liver begins to burn fat for fuel. This process is called ketosis. One of the byproducts of this internal fire is acetone. It enters your bloodstream and eventually reaches your lungs. This is why people in deep ketosis often have a fruity or sweet scent on their breath. It is the literal smell of your body consuming itself for survival. The invisible foundation. Beyond the human body and the battlefield, acetone is the invisible ghost in your technology. It is the precursor to acrylics and polycarbonates. Those clear, shatterproof windows on an airplane? They exist because of acetone. The protective coating on your phone? Acetone. The purification of the life-saving medicine in your pharmacy? Acetone was likely the solvent that cleaned it. It is highly volatile, evaporating almost the instant it touches the air, leaving no residue behind. It does its job and then vanishes, like it was never there. Acetone is a reminder that the simplest things are often the most profound. a molecule born from crude oil, used as a weapon of war, and generated by the human heart of metabolism. It is a liquid that connects the beauty salon to the rocket launch pad. The next time you catch that sharp, stinging scent, remember, you aren't just smelling a cleaner. You're smelling a century of history, a miracle of biology, and a tool that quite literally holds the modern world together. Let me know in the comments, what other simple household chemical should we unmask next?